friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Automation Testing Online. In my previous video, we were into the topic file handling. So far, we have discussed about text files and properties file. So today's topic is Excel file. For that, I have already created a package saying Excel file, and inside the package, I have created a class Excel file test1. So let's begin the session. Reading data from an Excel file is not similar to text file or properties file because of the cells in the Excel file. JDK does not have a direct API to read the data from Microsoft Documents or Word documents, so we have to rely on a third-party library called Apache POI. So the first step is to download this Apache POI jars. So to download Apache POI jars, we have to type Apache POI download. Select any of these. So I have selected the third link. Here we have so many Apache POI downloads. You can select any of those. Just click on the download POI, and after downloading, it will be downloaded in a zip file. You have to extract all those files. After extracting those files, this is the second step we have to do. Create a folder inside the project. Let's keep the name of the folder as library. So inside library, just paste all the copied files. Okay. So I have already downloaded and now I have pasted. So these are the libraries. This is the third-party library which helps us to read and write the data from the Microsoft documents, because these libraries are not available in Java. Apache POI jar helps to read and write the Microsoft documents in two formats, which are .xls and .xlsx. So this Apache POI API in Java contains classes and interfaces. It allows two types of implementations, which is HSSF is an API that works with Excel in Excel 2003 or earlier versions. And XSSF is an API that works with Excel 2007 and the later versions. I almost forgot to tell you that after copying all the Apache POI jars inside the folder, we have to right-click them and then we have to click Build Path. Here there will be an option which says that add to build path. Since I have already added all these POI jars into add to build path, I'm not getting the option. So each and every jar has to be added to build path. Once that is done, the reference libraries will be automatically added. Here's an example. First step is to write file f is equal to new file. Inside the double quotes, we have to paste the path of the file. So for that, we have to create a file. So I'm creating an Excel file. Let's say that sample Excel .xls. Only if you give .xls, an Excel file will be created. For properties, we have to give .properties, and for textual, we have to give .txt for that particular file to be created. Now let's copy the path of the file. Paste it here. So I have already given some data inside the file. I have given values to 3 rows and 3 columns of this Excel. So how do we find the number of columns and rows in an Excel file? How do we print those values in our program? First step is to give file input stream. File input stream FIS is equal to new file input stream. We have discussed about file input stream in the previous example, properties file example. Okay, so I have to add the argument where I'm passing this file here. It throws an exception, file not found exception. We have a method which comes from Apache POI, which is XSSF workbook. And let's give the name of this method as workbook. Is equal to new XSF workbook. Inside the workbook, we have to pass this FIS file. So once an Excel sheet is created, the hierarchy goes like this, which is workbook. First is workbook, and then inside the workbook, we have to give the sheet name. And inside the sheet, we have to find the number of rows and the columns which are dependent on the rows. So in order to retrieve the value, this is the hierarchy which is followed. So each of the stages are dependent on the previous stage. First thing is we have to find the workbook, and using the workbook we have to give the name of the sheet. So workbook dot sheet, get sheet. We have a function called get sheet. I have given the name of the sheet as home in my Excel sheet. This get sheet is stored in XSF sheet. Let's give the name as sheet is equal to sheet dot get last row number. So last row number denotes the number of rows which I have created in the file. I'm storing this into integer row. Now I wanted to print the number of rows. Next is we have to find the number of columns. Columns are dependent on rows. So we have to give as sheet dot get of row. Sorry, get of row dot get last cell number. Because these columns are dependent on rows, so I have given as get row of 0th row. In the 0th row, I wanted to know the last cell number so that we can get the total number of columns. I'm saving this inside an integer. Let's give the name as cells. I wanted to print the cells. So this is the program for Excel. Unfortunately, my Excel sheet is not opening because it says I wanted an update. So I'm not able to show the output, but this is the program we have to write in order to get the output. This program gives the output for the number of cells and rows And if we wanted the data to be printed, we have to use for loop and give the particular number. For example, here I have given sheet.get row of 0. So instead of 0, if I have given as 2 or 1, I will get the data of according to the index value. So friends, this is all about Excel file. With this video, we come to the end of the topic file handling. In my next video, we will meet up with a new topic. Thank you.